Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got my second Beebeecraft make for my recent unboxing for them, and I'll have the boxing link up here so you can go to that and see all the products that were unboxed in that. Today I'm using their beautiful crossbody strap for a bag, and it's fully adjustable. This is down to its smallest length, so it's fully adjustable. It's got heaps of length on it. Great little swivel attachments, and it's easy to use here. It's not stiff, it's easy to use, and all the links will be below for this crossbody bag strap in the description box, and the previous products in the unboxing. So if you need to look at them, pop down below and you can follow all those links. Make sure you go through those links because it's connected with me to Beebeecraft. And you can also at checkout get 10% off your products if you put this coupon code in for Lita 10. So check out all those links and the links to Beebeecraft. They're great craft supplies, and I haven't had any problems with Beebeecraft. They just are so nice to work with. Now I've got a vintage doily, and I've got a piece of vintage woolen blanket, and I'm going to make a bag that goes on this strap, but make sure you stick around for the end of the video because I'm going to add something else to this strap with the bag, so I'll leave that till last. And now I had a look at quite a few little bag patterns, and I thought, oh gosh, I'm just going to follow my nose and make this bag really simple. I love to carry crossbody bags, especially when I'm walking the dog. They're just so convenient, and I actually collect vintage woolen blankets. I've got, I think, you know those big storage bags that you get from Bunnies, the big soft ones? I've got at least 3 of them packed full of blankets in our storage bay. I collected these when we were back up on the coast, and they were so cheap. I think they were only like $3-5 a blanket. So cheap. And every time I went into an op shop and there was a blanket sitting there, it was always in the dog pile that says dog blanket. And I just thought, this isn't a dog blanket, this is gorgeous. And I did not like the fact that they were advertised as dog blankets. Well, look, the doggos need to be warm too, don't they? But some of them were just in pristine condition. So that's when I decided to collect some blankets, and I'm so glad that I did. I'm so glad, because they just get harder to find and dearer to buy. Okay, so all I'm going to do is make just a simple pouch with this blanket. It's just a big length. I'll try and measure how big my one is. And this is very approximate. You can make it to whatever length that you need. Okay, mine's 60 centimeters by 35 centimeters. So that's very approximate, because I'm going to take the seam allowance in and stuff like that as well. So I'm just sort of looking at the stripes on this blanket here, and I'm going to judge how big I want that flap. I might want it to come down just a little bit further, because I want to just make a simple flap bag like this. And I've got this vintage doily that's just beautiful, and I'm going to add this to the flap and just make it look pretty. So I'm just sort of judging how much of a flap I do want on the bag, and I'm going to add this to the flap and make it come over to the back. Right, so I might pin that just where I want the flap part, because I love these edges on the blankets, these vintage blankets. So I want to see that edge, and I'll just pin this to it. Alright, I have pinned this down, and I'm going to I'm just looking at it all and deciding, oops, sorry about woofing the camera in your face. And I'm just going to decide where I want everything. Okay, I'm just going to decide. Okay, I'm going to do a little hem on that, so I'll cut this down. That is going to go there. I'm going to do some hand sewing along here because I want that to sort of look a bit hand sewn. So I'll just grab some thread, probably some purple that will match in with this, either purple or blue, and we'll get started. Okay, I've got my gorgeous wool threads, and there's a nice variegated one in here that could look really nice. Or this one. Let's use this one. Now, I haven't done a whole lot of wool embroidery or anything like that, so I'm very new to it. I don't do a whole lot of things beforehand. I just love to have a go on camera and just get going. So sometimes it's a bit of an experiment what you'll see. Right, I'll just move that pin out of the way. And look at that, it's already embroidered for me. I don't need to bother embroidering. And that's the beauty about finding these gorgeous, gorgeous things from the op shop. No, you can just start doing it without having a skill. You know, if you just know some basic sewing, then you're home and hosed. So I'm just going to do a basic blanket stitch, nothing hard here. And I'm going to do that all along the edge of this doily, and it's not fine work, it's just however it turns out. Okay, so I've got my sewing machine set up, and this is the inside, this is going to be the inside flap of the bag. So I just want to put a hem on that and make sure that, hang on, I've just got to, yeah, that's going to be, okay, I'm going to put the flap, that on the outside, because I'll blanket stitch that as well, and you'll see that then. So I'm just going to put a little hem on the inside of the flap of the bag. Okay, and then I'm going to blanket stitch over that so it looks like this regular blanket stitching that you see on vintage blankets. So I'll do that last, but I'll just keep going on the other bits of the bag. Now I'm going to just I'll go back down and do a regular stitch along the bottom of this doily, so it just attaches it all to the blanket. I'm just going to follow the line of the doily. I don't do anything hard. I just love having a go. Right, I'm going to change this now to zigzag, and I'm going to just finish off this edge, which will be part of the flap of the bag, just with a zigzag. Okay, that's my doily attached down, and it's just got simple zigzag, and I don't mind if they eventually fray. That's how I want the bag to look. But I will now sew it up. We'll just take the pins out of there, I think, and let's get that sewn up. Right, I put a mark here with a pin where I wanted the middle to be, and we'll turn that inside out. So I put a mark here where I wanted it to fold up to, which was about there. So let's just take that pin out. So about that line, I think, just before that line. And I'm just keeping this as simple as it can get. As simple as it can get. I've just done it about 21, 22 centimeters deep. So bring this sewing machine back in, and we'll sew up a hem. With the inside corners, I want to do that little cut off method where you move the bag this way and just puff the bag out this way, and then you sew a line. Right, so I'm going to sew about, how many centimeters? Where did my ruler go? About 4 centimeters. I might draw a line there. That will help me. Okay, and then just sew across there, and it gives you a nice little mitered corner. Right, and I'm not putting any lining in this. I don't think it needs it. A blanket is a blanket, isn't it? You don't need to add any sort of lining. And I'm going to cut this off because I don't need that extra now. My little mitered corners. It's just the easiest way to do them. Right, and then we'll turn our little bag in the right way. See, you've got your little mitered corner. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Right. And then remember, I've got this seam coming out because I want to add that little crochet sort of edge into it. Now I've got quite a big flap here, but I don't mind. I like that look. Okay, and it does bring the bag in like a little bit like that. So this is my little, I know that I've got my flap that sort of sits like that, but hey, I don't care. I'm just going to get rid of this sewing machine and we will continue on. Okay, I've put a knot in my thread, and I haven't gone in through the back. I've just snuck in up here in between those two layers, and that little knot will just hide under there. And I will do I was going to come back down here. I'm just going to do a blanket stitch along this edge so it looks similar to the natural edging of the blanket up here. Okay, so that's easy enough to do. Another blanket stitch, and you don't have to go right into the back here. Just feel for the inside of the, just that middle layer, and just do that. Like you can see the back of the blanket stitch here, but you don't have to do it on here. Just take it up so that you don't go on the inside, and it'll just one part of way of hiding those stitches as well. It's not a stitch that's going to hold your work together. It's just a decoration. So I'm not too worried about it. Right, so I've got my little decorative stitch along there. That's my flap. And the bag has a little nice little bottom in it that's wider. Now, to put this on my bag, I've got these little bag clips, and it's just got like a little teeth in there. It's going to grab onto it, and I thought, well, that's probably the easiest way. I'm going to put a bag clip on here. So I'm just going to put that down in the fabric as far as I can. I've got these wide pliers which are just so handy, and then just close it up. Close it up so it goes right in there and it grabs onto that for me. Here you go. And I'll do the same to the other side. Just going to put that in there as far as I can push it in. And I'll do this around this way. And then close it up on it like that, and then I'm going to connect my straps onto there. Like that. And that's my bag. That's so cool. I love it. Now it's a very simple bag, and it's very, I might put a closure on here too, and right, some people would sort of round that off. I just don't know whether to round that off or not. I'll leave it like this for now. But what I wanted to add to this bag, all right, is this. And you're going, what the heck is that? Now I'm going to show you what it is. This is a piece of plastic off a loose leaf book, you know, that you would get from the office supplies or whatever, and it's got the loose leaf folders. And I went to an op shop and I got a heap of these because I'm planning to make some of these bag straps for Christmas. And this isn't my original idea. I'm not going to say that it is, because it's not. I have seen it done other places, and but what I want to do is cut off a section of this plastic probably about 8 centimeters, or hang on, let's see in inches. Let's go 3 inches. Yeah, and this stuff will cut in your cutter. Okay, then I'm just going to round this off just so it looks like the other round piece. Okay, now I want to determine too how long I want this, so I'm just going to look at my bag, because I sort of want to get untangled. I want to take it with me with the bag, so I don't want it to be wider. That'll work out good. I didn't want it to be wider than the bag. All right, Now what I need next is my hole punch, and I'll just get my crocodile. Just get my crocodile, and I want to put a hole in each of those corners, just 2 corners like that. Okay, up like that, and I'm going to clip this onto the bag with my bag. And everyone's going, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? Well, this is going to be my book holder. I've got a book here of needle and embroidery stitches, and I'm going to put that over that, and I'm going to carry my book. Okay, and you could put different sizes. If you've got a different size bag, just cut this plastic thing down just a little bit smaller, just to suit the size of the bag that you've got on there. You could have lots of different bags, and have a different size book holder along with it. So that's the back of my bag, and this is my book holder. Okay, and then I can put my projects into my bag. I can put them in there, ready to go. I can put the book that I'm working on, or whatever instruction thing that I'm working on, or a book that I'm reading, and that can go on my bookmark holder. And I put my phone in, whatever else I need in my bag, and I'm ready to go. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at that idea. I might have some pictures at the end of this video of me holding it, so that you can actually see what it looks like on somebody. And it's just really basic. I might readjust this flap. I don't know yet. We'll see how I go. And that's it. That's it, guys. It's as easy and as simple as that. I love these crossbody bag straps. Okay, and the link for that will be in Beebeecraft down below. You can check all that out, and grab yourself a crossbody bag strap, make yourself a bag, and then make yourself one of these book holders to go with it. I just think they're awesome. Totally awesome. And if you're worried about your book falling off, you could also add a rubber band to it or something like that by just adding that to that like this, and then clipping it on. And because if you're scared you're going to leave, you might lose your book or whatever, but I don't think it would. I honestly don't think it would. Right, and then that's attached onto there. It's not going to come off because the rubber band's on there. All right. Or you could add a nice little tie, some sort of little tie that could look pretty as well. All right, I hope you've liked looking at that today, and have some fun making your own little bag. And thank you, Beebeecraft, for allowing me to showcase your products for you. And like I said, all the links will be below to Beebeecraft and the products. And if you're new here, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel, press like, share, and give me a thumbs up, and all that sort of thing. And I will, don't forget to check out, to put my coupon code in, Valita10, and I'll see you soon for a new make. Thanks for watching. Bye.